Hey everybody, Brandon with Bearded Seabee 82 Outdoors. Now today, I know it's been a little while, but I've got a little thing I've been working on with the truck here, so it's time to go test that out, and that means camping. Where to? Well, I'll show you here in just a little bit, but first off, everything's loaded, ready to go, and time to get there. One thing to notice, when I did go to open this, we've got a greeter here at the door for us. A little bitty frog. And this is the shower. 4 of these installed. These are nice. Brand new too. Wow. So, get showers while you camp. They do lock from the inside. All brand new. Alright, so one other thing here is the bathroom's on the front, the showers are on the back. They do have vault toilets as well farther up, which still work. I thought this was just a shower house. You've got dedicated actual flushing toilets, sinks, hand sanitizer, paper towels, lights. So yeah, you've actually got some decent amenities here. This is why it's $20 a night, folks. All of the campgrounds, I think there's 14 or 15 in total, all have very nice fire pits. I chose mine over there. I got some shade and block from the wind. Look at these fire pits. Picnic tables that are in good shape and clean. Isn't that nice? Very well made. For a county park, this is very nice. We'll go over there in a second. The other thing I've noticed is they all have RV power. I think this is why they went to charging $20 a night. You got all your RV inputs. Because, as you notice, even mine does too. So, if you are in a camper, $20 a night, away from everybody else, power, brand new amenities, and you're off the beaten path a little ways. This used to be a free campground, and even on their website they still haven't updated it yet to the $20. But you're definitely out here. You're not stacked in one on top of the other like some other county parks. But I'm also out of the wind, shaded, very nice. Do have nice, look at this, is this this an ash? It is. It might have survived. It's like they've done some testing for ash borer. Fire pit's in the shade. Oh, looky there. It's like somebody left me a couple pieces. We'll finish burning those off with the firewood I brought. And we'll get to looking around. Fall is coming. Today's going to be a warm day though. It's supposed to be a high of 90, but it's dry. It's not humid. So we're going to start getting set up, and depending on the wind will depend on when I deploy the awning. I do plan on doing it though. I should have, just be due to the slight tilt that I have right here, there's a couple more level but a little bit more exposed campgrounds, and I wanted to be out of the wind as much as possible. But I'll remember next time I've got some 2x12s. Bring those so I can level out the truck just a little bit, but she's setting fairly level, so not too bad. From front to end, I think I got a couple inches of rise from the back to the front, but at least it's not the other way around. And I get the awning pointed towards the campground exactly how I want it. And the leaves are falling. It's going to be a warm day, but it'll be nice. Then down towards the end there, they've got prairie, they've got the trail. Over here, they've got the trail that meets up with the other ones. So I'm close to it all. It's just a couple 100-yard walk down that way to the end and the turnaround. This is a lovely place. $20 a night, but hopefully nice and quiet. Alrighty, everybody. Oh, let me adjust this just a wee bits here. As you can see, I went ahead, got the awning set up. It didn't take too much. There was the first time setting it up. Overall, pretty easy for one person to go ahead and get it set up. Not a problem. Got it to a slight slant towards the leaves and the wind that are falling down, but for the most part, pretty protected right here from the wind, which is really nice. We have a slight breeze coming in right here. Shade is actually really good overall. Getting things set up. First go around with the rig. So I got stuff kind of set up. I'll show the inside here in a little bit. It's a little warm right now. It's supposed to start cooling off at around sunset fairly well. I was going to grab my water. It's over on the picnic table. But I'm actually going to do some relaxing for right now. Then here towards sunset, might also go down and check out. Ooh, that breeze does feel good. It's warm, but it's dry, and it's a lovely little breeze. Bugs aren't too terrible. We'll check out the sunset down at the end there at the where there's a prairie meadow area. And for right now, I think I'm going to relax. Unfortunately, I don't have another tree that I could tie a hammock to, otherwise I'd be doing that. But I am going to do some reading, so break out the cooler as a footstool here for a little bit. And yeah, catch up on some outdoors. This is something I needed to do for myself for quite a while. Project gave me something to do, for a couple weekends there, doing a build, and I'll post a link to my videos on that on my other channel up here, the build process there. Inside, overall, everything that I've got inside, minus the power pack, the Blue Eddy. Other than that, everything in there was less than $200. Even the sleeping bag I just picked up, with that in there, still under $200. So A little bit of ambition and a little bit of know-how, a little bit of lumber, and a couple basic tools. If you've got the room in the back of your bed of your truck, you could do this. And it's not bad. The topper helps. I do wish I had a mid-rise or a high-rise topper. But overall, yeah, it's nice. It's lovely to get out here. This is a beautiful park. They did just reopen it a couple of weeks ago. It was under the camp area here was under construction for probably a month or two at the least, maybe a little bit longer, but they did a lot of upgrades here. They ran a lot of brand new power to the campsites. So if you got a camper or a little RV or something and you're looking for something off the beaten path that isn't surrounded all over the place. Ooh boy, that's a nasty hornet right on my phone right now. I'm just going to try to take it easy for a second. But yeah, nice little area. There he goes. Flying in like a 747. Ooh. All right, now he's going off into the meadow. Okay. Nature. But you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of all the other ones while still being within half an hour of the Des Moines metro area. Grant Park here, that's definitely a nice little one. This is part of a Boondock series, basically. Kind of what I'm doing. This used to be free camping up until when they reopened it, but they got a brand new shower house, really good amenities. They still have vault toilets up towards the front. Not going to blame them on that one. Another wasp. Not a crap load of them, so I'm not too worried. I think they're just trying to stay out of the wind right now a little bit too. But overall, this is a beautiful area. Be doing some more filming and showing you guys the rest of the campground here later. Do have some cooking planned, some good stuff for coffee in the morning. So, and showing the setup. It'll be nice. So I do plan on getting out a lot more. I've got a few other places I've already scouted out for some basic boondocking. Essentially, some that are free, some that are not. There's one other campground I did explore, but all the camper spaces are stupid tight together, and there's no way to actually back into their tent sites, with the exception of one maybe, to where you can do this. And that is $10 a night up at Swede Park, west of Madrid, Iowa. And neat little park, but really close to the river. But I drove through there, and there's, not even 8 feet apart, camper, and there's like probably 16 camper spaces just for the campers themselves, the RV slots, and they're just all stacked in there. That's not camping. That's just redneck apartment living is all that is. No offense to the rednecks out there. I know a lot of y'all like to get out to places like this, but a place like that, it's got really good meadows right along the river, some neat trails, but also here I've got literally no neighbors at the moment. Everybody else likes to go to the places like Cuddy's or other state parks where they pack them in there pretty tight. This is just nice. It will just back in, do my thing. Do have to pay for the night, but you know what? It's been a while since I've been able to do this, so I'm going to enjoy it. $20 is $20. Well, figured while I'm reading, I might as well make some lunch and just enjoy this. Just a couple brats. Quick Star makes really good brats, so I figured why not. Alright, so here's a little bitty tour, so to speak. Got that light off just to save from glare. This switch here controls both those two over there, the little seat, because that actually works in that position. Got my Blue Eddy powering, its auxiliary station, and the lights. Don't mind the flickering of that. Yes, it's 88 degrees in here right now, but it's not too shabby. It'll be 6 o'clock here before too long. Get things moved. Actually, I'll just set this up here for now. I do have, and that seat does sit behind it, this used to be a desk. And yes, the spare tire over there. But this is actually quite simple, and it works, and I can use it as a desk with that little chair right in back there. No, that doesn't flicker, that's just the camera and how it does, but yes. I can use that for miscellaneous storage. I am gonna eventually put a little bitty shelf on top of the wheel well there, so I can use that, and put a small cradle in for the Blue Eddy. That'll work right there, but it works right there for right now with the cord that I have going into it. Just a good little option. Sleeping bag, air mattress, yoga mattress, carpeted. It's supposed to be a low of 50 tonight, so I might actually get to use my sleeping bag. Camp fuel, more storage, spare stool, tent, shovel, tripod, more propane tanks, some rugs that I can put down here, and yes, windows open all the way. So this little fan, it's the snap-on one, but it does move quite a bit of air even on low. Let's see, it draws 18 watts. And then we'll turn the clock off. Let's see if that makes a difference. No, it doesn't. So 18 watts is what that draws. You can control the oscillation on it. Oops. And this does have a magnetic base. So you can use it a number of different ways. It actually has a really good magnet on there. So, but I'll probably turn that on later. Oh, yes. Oh, the lights do draw some amperage, it seems. There's with the 1, 2, and the fan. All 3. Okay. So those lights do have a little bit of draw to them, which is fine. But yes, here you go. A little bit of a mess. Everything's going to get repacked and reorganized since this is the first time out with it. But big thing, I like it. I like my setup. I like how I built it. Everybody has their own little bitty decisions on how they want to do things. But let's go take a little better look at stuff. Alright, don't mind the mess for now. I've got the Napa awning, like this awning. So it's got a really good sill nylon, really heavy duty rubber undercoating, kind of a Cordura style. Yes, the poles are all part of it. It is side supported. 8x8. Ample coverage. You can do it to where you can adjust one leg higher than the other, so if it happens to be raining, you can draw all your water down off there. Seat, little bitty situation going on here, some reading, my cooler, and another little situation. That's full of firewood. This is the Ozark Trail 2-burner. And I got that because Walmart does price matching with their Walmart.com. And on Walmart.com, this is like $15.48 before taxes. Walmart itself, it's $40. So you do get the price match. So I bit the bullet, spent $15. This will be living in the truck anyway, so I don't care. I did take a little bit of a hammock nap. Did bring the table just in case there were not picnic tables. This is a county park after all. And yes, I will be getting a fire going here shortly. It is cooling off nicely. It's almost sunset, and it is gorgeous. So I might take a walk here and then cook up dinner. I've got bacon wrapped pork chops in the cooler that I'm going to have for dinner. So we'll do that. This is the Boondock Trail right down here at the bottom. So it'll go down, loop back over, goes down, off to a pond. Lovely meadow. Campsite over across the way. Set my other camera down. Another camp spot right over here. So this be a good place for prairie trail hikes. And as it says, we are here, and I'm at this campground. Oh, right here. There's one next to here, one across, another one, right over here. A lot of little trails that you can do. So this is definitely a beautiful spot. Remote, modern amenities, great views. A little bit of wind today. I gotta go swap batteries in my camera, of course, because you know, the good one. And more wind kicks up. But we've got a park boundary right over there, those yellow signs. As you can see where the gate hole is. This really is a beautiful spot. So, Grant Park, Warren County, Iowa. Definitely beautiful. Highly recommend. $20 a night now, but some of these campgrounds, they're huge. The little bitty spots, they are very big. Mine's, from what I've seen so far, more of a medium one, but it's gorgeous here. It's quiet. Sometimes that's all you need. Amazing sunset about to come out here shortly. Yep, you can see fire pit right there. So boondocking Iowa. We'll give this one, I want to say 7 out of 10 because it used to be free to camp here. But now with a brand new shower house, everything's got power. Really amazing fire pits that are well kept. 8.5. So if you want, oops, excuse me. Oh, damn it. So you want a really good campground that's smaller, uh, quiet, with very close to nature. It is a mile down a gravel road to get here, but also it's not too far from Des Moines. So if you're in the Des Moines area and you're looking for something close by where $20 a night, away from all the hustle and bustle and everybody that's, you get, 10, 20, 30 campers lined up and everybody's busy just drinking beer and watching football instead of getting out and relaxing. Yeah, this is a good little spot. So, nice little find. I'll definitely be posting some of these to the Google Maps page. So, it's definitely gorgeous. Now it's time to walk back to camp and make something for dinner. Alrighty, folks. Try to get it in frame here. So, I was gonna have two of these. The other one is still slightly frozen, but that leaves an opportunity for tomorrow. Ooh, yeah, I need to turn the grill off. Hold on. Alright. Now, nothing can be said for, a good bacon wrapped. Let me pull my toothpick out here. Oh, yeah. Hunk of pork chop. I get these from Quick Star, aka Quick Trip, the gas station. When they go on sale for like a buck a piece or 4 for $5, because usually like $2 or something like that, but they're more than worth it. It's about a 4 to 6 ounce hunk of meat overall, but I've been eating them for a couple years now, and oh yeah, thank you, Jeremiah. Those of you that remember Jeremiah Jewell passed a couple years ago. But bacon wrapped pork chop. I've had a few of these over the past couple of years, and they never disappoint. I might wind up making another bratwurst here in a little bit. We'll see. I had 2 other pork chops as well, but also still frozen. Means my cooler is working pretty good, especially since it was like 92 out earlier today. So yeah, not too bad, but definitely delicious. Especially on the grill, works awesome. Gets a nice crisp the whole way around. You get the flavor of the bacon. Good. And definitely not one to balk at. So, if y'all are curious about that, they are delicious. Definitely worth every penny. Oh, yeah, I did have 2 brats not too long ago. Took a little bitty nap in my kind of makeshift hammock situation. Took a little bit to get that set up right. Got the fire going right now. And other than that, just enjoying. Probably sit by the fire here after a little bit, have a cigar, have a little bit of whiskey maybe. Took quite a bit of September off from drinking for the most part, so pacing myself. And yeah, just out here enjoying it. It's going to be a beautiful night. Oh, I've got these little bitty, see that little bitty light right there, and oh, right there. They work fairly well. I picked those up at Menards. USB rechargeable basically, and they're casting plenty of light, which is nice. And they work out pretty good. I got one on each side. It's beautiful. It's going to start cooling off here pretty well here shortly, so looking forward to that. And it's supposed to be a low of 50-ish, which will be beautiful, which means bacon and eggs for breakfast and coffee. Coffee might be its own video. We'll see. Yep. But other than that, I'm back. I'm going to try to do one of these for once every couple weeks until I can't. Might be mid-November. So it'll be worth it. This is handy. Still getting some things situated as far as how stuff's going to be set up and stored inside. What's going to be permanently stored in there. Mostly just the cheap stuff. I got a cheap frying pan and, you know, like a $9 Walmart one or whatever. The cheap stove. Cheap grill. But they work. They work for me. So nobody says that you have to have a portable Pit Boss mini smoker and a $300 jet boil, or I think it's $400 for their dual burner, honestly. Why? $16 can get you a decent, does what it needs to do, 2-burner stove that leave it in the back of the truck. If it gets scratched or banged up, I'm not too worried about it. And other than that, you don't need a $400 tent, and you don't need a $20,000 topper for your truck. When you can find a good used topper for the truck that you have, fairly decent number of different ages. Some of them are aluminum, some of them are the fiberglass. Find one that just fits to size and fits your needs, and yeah, like $120 worth of lumber, and a little bit more for a few other accessories, and you've got it made. You don't have to really go all out. If you can, that's on you, and if that's what you want to do, hey, more power to you. But you know, get out, live, work with what you got. So on that note, I'm gonna go grab a cigar out of the truck, pour a dash of whiskey, and sit by the fire. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see you in the morning. Well, it's morning. It's a beautiful morning. It was a little crisp. Figuring out my sleep system in the truck. But also, it's time for coffee. I was gonna use a Svea stove, but the wind kept on kicking up off and on, and the leaves kept falling. So we're gonna do the kettle on here. Then I'm gonna dig my pan out and start cooking some breakfast too while I'm at it. But first, coffee. And there's the choice of the day. Alright, don't mind the wind. So here's breakfast: scrambled egg whites, some bacon, and this is the Nature's No Kraken. They just came out with this at, there again, Quick Trip, Quick Star. Egg whites, liquid egg whites, so they had a deal on it and $1 off coupon. I figured I might as well give it a shot. And it is windy. The stove's actually been working really good. I'll give that an E for effort. But yeah, gonna have some hot sauce on there, my coffee, and I'm gonna get eating. It's windier than hell. All right, so had breakfast, made another cup of coffee. Coffee. So overall, slept okay-ish. Had a couple cold spots in the sleeping bag. That zipper really doesn't shield off some of the cold spots, or if there's a breeze coming through. I had both of the windows in the top are open quite a ways. Even though I shut one all but a few inches on the side I was sleeping on. Gonna have to figure that out. Comfort wise, I see why the guys that do this get a 3 or 4 inch thick piece of memory foam that they lay down. I might look into something like that, because even with the static V that I have that I laid down on top of that thin yoga mat, I think thin yoga mat wasn't too bad, but either that or I should have grabbed one of my blankets, I guess, and had in there. It was in the cab, the one thick picnic blanket. That probably would have helped some too. One, against the cold. Two, a little bit of extra cushion, because even though it was 90 out yesterday, it dropped down to 50 this morning. Breeze coming through. So I got some tweaking to do, especially for fall camping. I did not want to bring my 0-degree sleeping bag out because that thing sleeps hot. And that would have been way too warm, but I'll figure some things out. Might bring blanket. Gonna bring a pillow next time, a better pillow. I've got my Big Agnes inflatable one, but that, is a nice comfort when hiking, or if you've got the in the hammock. When I do the hammock camping thing, it works really good for that. But it does not really work too well in the manner that I was using it last night. Windy again. It wasn't supposed to be windy, especially this windy today. Go figure. But bacon was good. The egg whites that I picked up, even though I drained as much as I could get out of the bacon grease out of the cast iron for cooking up the eggs. The egg whites itself is really good. Cholula Chipotle hot sauce makes things really good. So breakfast was decent. It was nice, adequate. I've got more bacon to take home. Gonna hang around, do some reorganizing in the back. Despite the wind, I'll be fighting that here. But do some of that. Make lunch. Probably do another brat or two later on. And if the wind dies down, which I don't know if it will. Might go for a little nature walk after I get things kind of situated and repacked up in the truck before I head out. So we'll find out. We'll see what we do. But yeah, so cheers. Top of the morning to you. And we'll see you before we head out. See what's going to go on. Maybe do a little tour of the park. All right. We'll take a little bitty hike here. Go on through. Go for a walk, see what we see. This is awesome. So let's go down towards the creek. This really is a lovely park. So, one thing I can definitely say, it's a breezy day, cooler than yesterday by far, but a good day for getting outdoors. So, this is definitely a very nice, oops, there we go, nice little county park. So definitely worth checking out. I plan on coming back here again sometime. The amenities are good, they're clean. There's pit toilets, there's towards the entrance of the campground. There's the brand new ones, flushing. Then you also have separate shower amenities, which are very new, very clean. Except the shower, it's one of those you push the knob and then it gives you like 30 or so seconds of hot water. Not too hot, but definitely right warm. So it's nice. Wash all the bug spray off right before you hop into your sleeping bag at night. So, though I forgot to bring some shampoo, but it was nice just to scrub off and go from there. And ooh, looks like there's a park bench. So I'm maybe half a mile in, and as you can see, lovely little bench. I think it'd be nice if it wasn't so windy, and that's just nature. But, oh, one thing's for sure, it's really nice getting out here. It's close to the metro as I zoom into the beard. But for those of you that are curious about Grants Park in Warren County, Iowa, southeast of Carlisle, is it like 12 miles? This is a lovely park. If the weather's nice and you don't mind spending $20 with all the modern amenities, if you've got a camper or a tent or a truck, little trailer or something, it's definitely nice. The fire pits are hands down some of the nicest I've seen in this state by far. Nice little hikes, meadow, which it's windier than hell down there, so I chose the woods. Lovely day. Nice doing these again. So we'll be getting some more. But until next time, I'm gonna go ahead, might take a couple more pictures, round up this little bitty hike, see how it goes, and take this home, get it edited, and plan the next trip. So we'll see what happens here in a couple more weeks. There's another spot I'd like to try. It's definitely boondocking. So you pack it in, you pack it out. And I'm hoping that one turns out well. So remember, get outdoors. And shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die. But go get you some green and relax. Later, folks.